Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Making Investments Simple. And today I will be talking about an intraday strategy for crude oil trading for working professionals and also for beginners. So let's begin. Many people have been asking me about strategies for crude oil or similar related commodities, but I would be talking specifically for crude, as crude has been in news recently from few months, and because of a lot of news globally, the price has gone up. So very first thing, before I actually get into the strategy, you need to understand that crude crude prices in India move based on the global market prices. So if you are thinking that it goes opposite ways, or it may not move the same way how it moves, you're completely wrong. The crude price in the global market, if there is a huge volatility or buying, then it will go in the same direction. So you have to be very, very careful in your decisions about crude. Now, one more thing which you have to keep in mind for Indian traders is crude prices. The As I told you, the reason why I told you about the global market prices is because crude in global market works almost 24 hours trading. That means it works in the forex commodity trading, forex trading in fact. So this trading is almost 24 hours. There is a gap somewhere in between, which I'm not tracking at the moment, but that means that it works almost 24 hours. However, in India, commodity trading starts at 10 a.m. in the morning. So that means you will have a fair idea as to how the crude prices will open up and things like that. So keep that in mind. So based on this, my strategy is made, and I've been testing it from past few months too. So if you have not watched my videos on open, high, low and pivot trading, it is a good idea to watch that too, so that my strategies it's a combination of multiple strategies. So let's begin. So when crude starts at the crude oil trading starts at 10 a.m., please do remember that it's already in global market, it has already gave the moment where it is heading, how the charts show and things like that. So you can see it here. 4757 is the last closing price of previous day, and 4775 is the open price. So the closing the open is actually I'm sorry open is actually higher than the closing price. Whenever you see this, it actually shows the strength of a particular commodity or even a stock. It shows the strength. And since this is just a price of that particular point of time at 10 a.m., it will show you the strength, and it's a buy position from there. Now, second thing you have to keep in mind is open, high, low. As I always told you, even in my previous videos, if open is equal to high, then you actually have to sell. That means it is showing weakness from there. Open is equal to low, that means it is showing strength. So around 10:30, 10 o'clock the trading window starts, and around 10:30, if you see both these parameters, 4757 here, today is a non-trading day. Yesterday 4775 was actually today's low, and 4757, so both parameters meet to say it's a buy signal. And if both parameters do not match, for example, if 4757 and 4775 would be today's high, that means one is showing a buy signal and another is showing a sell signal. At that time, you have to take a decision after after the movements, or you can stop. You don't have to trade that day, because then it's a confusing signal. I don't want to confuse you guys too much on that. But I do take a decision. I would see both, if both parameters are same, I will still go ahead with the trade. But I always give preference to open high low, because open is equal to high means it's showing weaknesses, and open is equal to low shows it is showing strength. So based on that, I take a decision, and this is just an additional parameter which I told you to see. So if open is higher than the closing price, then you should buy, and if open is lower than the yesterday's close, then you should actually sell for that day. And here the stop loss, I always say that please do not and never trade without a stop loss. The stop loss from so if you are it should be 100 points from the from the open price. So if you are taking a position at 10:30 or 11, whenever you decide to take it, you should take a position based on the open price, 100 points. So here, if you are taking a buy here, then 4675 should be your stop loss in yesterday's trade. So, and it would be advisable if you place an order through cover order. And as I told you, target is, you should keep the target open, because because your positions will be automatically squared off at before 25 minutes before closing. And in this way your stop loss will always help you. But in my case, I always exit the trades whenever I see it in profit, so that I can enter it again. So, but I would not advise for a beginner level trader. I would advise only there is a stop loss where you can actually put it. If stop loss hits, you should exit and do not trade for that day. That's exactly. So I've been testing this strategy, and this works very well. If you are someone who has less experience in the market, and do not want to take high risk, this is a very good strategy. I would suggest you to paper trade this strategy for 1 month. Paper trade means, as soon as you see the positions at 10:30, write it down that today you are going to buy at this price with a stop loss, and see. And if you decide to close at 11:25 in the night, what is the price when it gets auto scored off, and paper trade it for the next 20 days. You can use this strategy with as low as 5,000 rupees, as low as, and see how it works. So paper trade the strategy completely for 1 month or even 2 months if you are a beginner, and then decide whether you want to invest or not. And as I told you, commodity trading is not so difficult as people think. If you have the right strategy, you don't even have to be in front of the screen whole day. So this is one of the strategies. I will come up with better strategies. There are better tools now available for hedging, and once that tool is also available with Zerodha and Upstocks, I would create similar I would come up with those strategies in future too. So if you are looking for a discount broker, you can see the link below for Zerodha. You can open an account with Zerodha easily within 5 to 10 minutes by validating your Aadhaar card. It will be very simple process, and it's a simple process. And Zerodha is one of the first discount brokers in India, and still one of the best with trading platforms and trading investing platforms available. So you can click on the link and open an account with Zerodha. So that's about the crude oil strategy. If you have any questions about this strategy, please feel free to write to me. I'll be happy to clarify your thoughts on this. So thank you, and I will see you again on my next video.